Howdy y'all, welcome back to another On the Mountain Ministries YouTube video. Sorry for the lack of breath. I'm actually out rucking right now, trying to get some miles in. Anyhow, I figured that since I was out here, I'd mention a little bit of a story. So, this last weekend we went out and did some camping, and it was much needed. That's where the pictures from the last Instagram post today is 5/21/24. If you guys want to go back and look at that post on Instagram, feel free to. But it was much needed, and it was definitely a blessing to go out there and hang out with friends and family for a little bit and just kind of relax. Made some steaks on a campfire and chilled. But long story short, the point of the video was, on our way out there, our vehicle started having some issues and it was making a weird noise before we left, but it wasn't too abnormal, so we were like, okay, it must just be the vehicle. We were about 4 miles out from our destination, and the battery indicator on the car came on, and then the power steering started having issues. And so I just sat there and was like, okay, well, we're closer to the destination than home. We have people coming out. Let's see how far we can get. I'm not a mechanic. I hate working on cars. Not my thing. So I just sat there and I was praying, Lord, get us there, keep us safe. And so as we were driving, everything was working well, and I was having a rough time because the plan didn't necessarily go accordingly the way we were trying to get things to go. And so we didn't get out there till 5 o'clock in the evening. And anyone that goes camping often, going out 5 o'clock on a Saturday, there's almost never a place. So we pull over into this one spot. It was 100% less than ideal. Would have been a little bit of a rough overnight. I got out and I distinctly remember thinking that I heard a helicopter. And so as I was looking around, I realized it was just mosquitoes. I'm not a fan of them. They're kind of annoying, as you guys know. And there was not a flat spot in sight for anybody that was tent camping or for any of us that are sleeping in the back of the vehicles. And so because of that, I was getting ready to throw in the towel. So we started looking in one other place. And the fact that I was being patient and we decided to roll the dice and go find a better place, we did. It was flat enough for everyone that was going to be in the vehicles and flat enough for the tent campers, so we did well. Later that night, Elise, my fiance, she went out and took a couple of the other people to the bathrooms, drove away. About 20 minutes later, I get a call saying the car won't start. So a couple of the buddies were heading out to town anyway, so I told her that they'd jump her on the way out and just come back when they're done. They leave. 20 minutes later, I call back. It's still not working, so my other buddy and I get in his truck and we drive over there, and they're still trying to jump the vehicle at this point. And like I said, I was not in a great mood. I don't like cars or mechanical work at all, and all I could see was, this sucks. We're gonna be stuck out here don't have money to tow it or fix it, so this is not going to be a great thing. So, you know, me being me, I pull a flashlight out from my pocket because, you know, be prepared and stuff. And I take one look at it, and one of the belts had basically blown up and got tangled up in some stuff. And so I'm like, well, that's clearly why the vehicle is not working. So we had a couple options. We decided to push the vehicle back about a mile, and you know, next day we'd get it fixed and get rescued and the whole nine there. So we get back to camp. Luckily it was pretty much downhill and flat the whole way, so that was nice. Just put it in neutral, pushed it over there, and we were just chilling, having a good time. And I'm sitting there frustrated, and then I, you know, sat there, kind of prayed for a second, and realized we were in a safe location with friends and family that we trust, and out of all issues to break, you know, this was a pretty minor, easy fix for the most part. And so we ended up sitting there, and I realized, you know, things don't always go as planned, and I can either sit here and be frustrated about it, or I can be thankful that, you know, the Lord answered my prayers at the beginning, got us to our destination safe. You know, we weren't driving on an interstate or anything, didn't lose power in a sketchy part, and, you know, we were still able to do the camping trip. And so, that being said, you know, sometimes things don't look like they're going our way, but really, the Lord's just seeing if you will sit there and trust Him, put your faith in Him, right? I made a post several months ago on one of the memory verses, and it came straight to my mind. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. Pretty sure that's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, if I recall correctly. But that being said, I was able to sit there and, you know, just be thankful and go, okay, God, this is all in your hands, and, you know, thanks for keeping us safe. So that was last weekend's story that made the journal, and another story to be able to tell people for years to come. Have a blessed day, y'all.